have a little dig, see how the spuds are doing. See if we can find one. Where is it? Hey, it's apples. Right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Before we get started, we'd really appreciate it if you could all hit subscribe, and if you enjoy the video, please give it a like. Any questions, leave it down below. We'll get back to you as best we can. And you can also follow us on social media, which should be coming up on the screen for you now. And if you want to represent the channel, we've also got merch. That's on www.farmandbroshop.com. Got a couple t-shirts on there, some New London class ones, or if you just want to represent Farming Bros, there's one of them. I am just heading out now with the flat lift on, and Ben is right behind me with the plough on. We are obviously going to go turn over another field of stubble. I actually went flat lifting last night for a couple hours because I didn't have anything else to do. Ended up doing most of the field, so I've probably got an hour there this morning just to finish up. Then she's ready for Ben to plough. Obviously it's proper hard at the minute, so the flat lift is going to be getting quite a bit of use, especially on these last couple of fields which are all stubble ground. So that's the plan for that. There is actually two fields together here. Ben ploughed one of them yesterday, but we're getting close to the end now. Alright everyone, so I've just got to a field. Guess James is sort of let you know what's going on. So basically, might be the second to last field. Yeah, we're getting there to plough anyway. Yeah, we're about like a field behind him planting, but we're not doing too bad. I'm sure quite a few of you are a bit like us and haven't had any rain in, feels like forever. The ground is now got pretty dry and pretty hard. It's not been too bad, but just a little bit struggling with getting the plough in the ground, just to like sort of start off. So we have been flat lifting the last couple of fields. Today going to be the last 3 fields which have been flat lifted, which isn't actually too bad, because last year we did actually have to flat lift quite a bit, it felt like. I definitely think it was worse last year for being dry and hard, so having to do a couple fields which are closer to home isn't a big deal. Here he is, the main man. See how good he is on the head. Oh. Just letting him do a couple whips, so then we're not like tangling up with each other every run. Oh, where's he going there? A little bit of a wiggle. Hopefully he's going to do a couple whips on the headland, because obviously that's the bit where like neither plough sort of struggles the most. Probably make it out as worse than it is. It's not actually bad. It's just easy and nice when it's flat lifting, and it's just a better job really. So that's why we're doing it. There is a field out the back of the main yard, the spud yard. So we're gonna spread that with muck, then flat lift it all. Then just down there is a 5-acre field which I ploughed last night. So Kuba's in there cultivating at the minute. So I've just done a couple widths, so Ben should be able to make a start there now. I actually started flat lifting from the bottom from the bottom hedge. Ben started ploughing from the top, so I'm obviously working at a bit of a different line to what I was last night. So I'm going to end up having a bit of a triangle bit with short runs, but not a lot we can do about that. But I'm just quickly ripping up this headland here, because obviously the end of the row is going to be hard. Just do a couple of widths here, and then we'll be good to go with the rest of the field. Right guys, well, sorry about the wind noise if it's a bit windy. Unfortunately, it's blurred a fair bit. We had a couple of nice days of weather, and now it's cold and windy again. So you can probably see, hopefully we've done about a third of it. Not a third of it, 2/3 of it. We've got about a third left. Ploughed over pretty nice. That's what it's looking like. It's not too bad. You can just see still how James has flat lifted it. The in-between bits, I'm guessing, is like obviously where the clumps of soil are coming up from. Luckily there's a little bit of moisture left in it, but if we catch it with the cultivator with a bit of moisture left in, I reckon once over it'll probably be broken up enough. Get down to the last few acres to plough. Feels pretty good when you get all the ploughing done.
Right guys, so finished ploughing. Just a little pigtail ripper. We used to go rip our headlands out and then we come out with a little cultivator to then level them off, but I'm going to go rip them because we have got quite a few and then they need to spray it, need some weed spray on them. How long this ripper's going to last, I don't know. Not looking too good there. Not hard work it's going to be doing, so hopefully it'll hold together. Anyway, onwards. No time to stop.
It's been a little while since I filmed, but I've come to the field out the back of the Spud farm. I've obviously still got the flat lift on. Well, this is going to actually be the last field that we plant. We have got a pile of muck down here that does need to be spread, but we're going to do that next. Whether Ben's going to be doing that or we'll get a contractor to do it, we'll see about that. I come out here just to wait for Dad to give me a phone call to take out a trailer of seed, so I've been here waiting and I've actually done the majority of it. But this is going to be my last run, because like I said, I was waiting for Dad to give me a call. Got to take a trailer of seed out to him so that he can keep planting, because he's just tipped the last bit in now. So it's a shame really, because it would have been easy to just carry on and get it finished up, but he needs a seed, so we've got to go. And I've got to watch out because there's a water pipe in here somewhere, so we do not want to be catching that.
Right, so we've just got to a field and there's 3 mounds of stone here, so might be able to do a bit of off-roading. Couldn't be worse, really. But hey, we've made it. Just got to get out in a minute. Just run round the outside, like where the headland lap is for the sprayer. We'll run round that, like once one way, then turn around and go around the other way. That usually does a good enough job. Rips it to the right width basically, and then we have this other little cultivator and we just whip round after we've done this once round with that to just level it off so there's a nice level track for the sprayers. Right, there's those two fields done. Now I've got to try and get out this gateway again. I was hoping I wasn't going to see like another lorry turn up and just completely jam the gateway up. It's making some funny noises. Hope there's no metal bits in there. One last little shunt, we'll be out. There we go, hooked off of that. Sprayer's coming out soonish, it's not going to have a lot of fun there. But at least the headlands are levelled over. So the trailer was already loaded up, so it was just a pitch up and drive on job for about 15 minutes to get there, something like that. Quite a nice cruise actually. The roads seem pretty quiet for some reason. I put some fertiliser on some grass yesterday, a bit of nitrogen, help it grow a little bit, especially if we're not going to have any rain. To be fair, the grass wasn't looking too bad. It was quite nice, darky green, like a nice bit of goodness in it. A lot of you in the comments in the last video were saying that you're also desperate for a bit of rain, and then some of you were saying that you got plenty of rain, a bit varied around the place. It would definitely be good for a bit of a drink soon. I'm coming home to you. Right, so we're out in this other block now. You might remember it with a view of the lighthouse down there. I have a little dig, see how the spuds are doing, so I thought I'd bring you along. See if we can find one. Still some moisture in there, to be fair. Where is it? Just a few more digs elsewhere and they are all pretty similar. I did check my phone and we were only planting them like 2 weeks ago, so that is probably about right. We haven't had that long in there. Feels like a while, but it is only 2 weeks. Blimey, it's windy out there. Dropped the full trailer off, picked up the empty, keeping them moving. Now we just got to get out of here. It's a bit of a busy road, this one. Pretty sure all of us have overshot the gateway on our first time here. You're looking out for it,
can see the field, and then it like doesn't look like there's any indent in the hedge whatsoever. And then by that time you've gone past it, so you've got to go turn around. But I'm heading back now, back to the yard, putting the flat lift on, finishing that, and then we're going back out here ripping headlands. So like normal, I'm doing odd jobs, bit of this, bit of that, hour of this, hour of that.
Right, so we're in the next field below. I've just done the top headland once. This field's actually planted hedge to hedge, so I'm having to drive down the run, which isn't ideal, but I think this is probably a slightly wider one. Not that it should be any different, but I'm not scrubbing the banks too much, so we'll drive up that run I've just come down. It's going to be a tram line, obviously. It'd be a bit stupid to drive down one which isn't a tram line. Then I've just ripped in front of it. When the sprayer's backing up and driving through, it's going to be on the smooth bit, it's not going to be going over any bumps. Basically just tidying it up. You can see like the edge of the bed former there. Sprayer's going to be driving next to this headland run. Obviously need to rip these out straight ahead of me here, these bumps, because the sprayer's he's gonna come down there and want to drive down there, then back up round where I'm facing it to then drive down there. I'll rip these out so when he backs in it's nice and smooth, and then I'll do a bit of shunting and I'll get those lined up with the 7th bed, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one back here. So just make a nice little path for the sprayer basically.
I'm now on the evening shift. I've got the KV on and I'm levelling the headlands to this field. That's just finished planting, so he's heading out the gate as we speak, and I'm doing my first lap round. And as a lot of you'll know, she's a bumpy one, especially when we're just catch the end of the rows. That'll help keep me awake. This is what I'll be doing for the next few hours.
Right guys, so we've just finished. How many fields have we done? We've done 8 fields. Yeah, I think that's another day done and dusted. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want some Farming Bros merch, check out the shop, farmingbrosshop.com. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have. And yeah, catch you in the next one.